Hello, this is Friedrich with another turn of War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. Ooh, missed something. Some occupation, probably a dot base somewhere. But anyways, this is May 3, 1942. We had a bad turn yesterday. I have no idea what to expect this day. We will see. And we're rattling the I-2, but so far that's about it. Our sub and anti-sub action lately has been kind of lackluster. Well, we got some damage. Probably minimal. Anyway. Looks like we're still... Ooh, a little bit of damage. So far, a couple of light hits, it looks like. I'm going to call them light hits because it's not like a direct hit with extra damage. I think this, what is it? Is that Flusser? Is going to run out of ammunition here. Okay. So 3 hits, relatively light. This is our convoy that we're sending back to Pearl Harbor. Hopefully he doesn't know what we're going to do with that. And this is the S-35, which put a torpedo into the Mutsu. I don't think that's going to be much damage itself. What I mean by that is, you know, I'm just going to throw out there like maybe 20, 30 float damage. At most. Okay? Probably closer to 20 than 30. And a lot of our aircraft are straying because they're on a night mission. Okay, we're bombing Cooktown in the night mission. 20,000 feet, we still have a damaged bomber. Alright, so the Porpoise attacks on the surface. And one out of, I'm going to say 8, 10. Okay, 2 out of 12. Okay, so our percentages are better than yesterday. 3 torpedo hits. And apparently there were troops on here. And it sank. So, all that I was complaining about last turn, the exact opposite is happening this turn. So, you know, I was a little frustrated, but mostly at what felt like bad luck. Well, I was extremely upset about my own, the 2 attacks I made that I should have known better. But then I guess I let it bleed over. The row 33 got a hit. Took a hit, I should say. And anyway, a little frustrated about some things, including what I felt like was bad dice rolls. But what happened to this turn so far has like flipped that script. So I should know that. Well, sometimes it feels like the odds don't even themselves out, if that makes any sense. I believe we have a mine hit. I hope that's a Kumak mine. Alright, a lot of blue unconfirmed stuff, so I'm not gonna worry too much about all that over by Hawaii. Paranoid aircraft, I guess. Alright, Cebu is being bombed, as more or less expected. Surabaya as well. Alright. Our Hudsons are bombing, but I should just turn those off. I'll have to remember to do that. Alright, we're flying in really low. So yeah, the hope was to get up under the cap. And so we're flying in at, I think, like 2,000 feet. And just destroy one tank. I don't know if we'll get through this time. Because he's going to keep coming down to our level. Yep. These three guys are going to be destroyed. Yikes. Alright, I think our ability to bomb without night bombing is over. Alright, can we get in here and supply dump hits? Nothing? Wow, we take a lot of damaged aircraft and one supply hit is all we get out of it. What is... man, that's terrible. Alright, I have an idea for this coming turn. Okay, Matt. Pardon me, Manado. Yeah, he beats that airfield up pretty good. The other thing is, I haven't yet seen our bombing rate of Johnston Island. Oh, there. Speaking of, here's Johnston Island. I need to get into these ground units, beat them up a bit, keep them suppressed. This is very important. Okay. All right, the S-35 wasn't able to get another shot off, and now it's trying to go deep to avoid, I don't know, ASW. Is it possible that one of his that the Mutsu is already here trying to get out of here to go back? I wouldn't think it would auto detach with this. With the light damage we gave it. Anyway. So he's bombarding at Wenchao. And doing another deliberate attack at Surabaya, which is not a bad idea. He knocked the forts down a level, and we lost a lot of AV. And he captures it. Everybody's gonna surrender here.
Anne from Radio Tokyo, saying hello to all of her dog faces and boneheads wandering the Pacific Islands. Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Surabaya.
Now, this is kind of I mean, the whole island of Java is supposed to fall, so having these losses is more or less expected, but not doing very much damage to him is not something I'm excited about. He's doing a shock attack at that atoll there. Okay. Well, it wasn't the worst turn in the game, but losing Surabaya wasn't that great either. But hey, it's another day down, another day closer to getting our act together. Another anti-aircraft cruiser, some ground reinforcements. Let's take a look. Okay, since Pearl Harbor is where this game always starts, let's look at this. So he did see that we have some transports coming back to base. I don't know what that will mean to him. Um, we're too far to do full speed. It'll just take 2 turns. It should take only 2 turns to get back. Then we got to unload, then reload what we got here. No, and I was gonna say something about strat mode, but we do need them in combat mode to invade. Now we still have these troops here. My goal is to come back and when we unload, unload both task groups at the same time and try to hit it hard. Our battleships are doing this, and we'll do the same thing after we pick up our troops. We'll do the same roundabout attack. And they have not been sighted. So we can just loop around and possibly it'll take one more turn. I think we're moving 12. What is that? Basically, roughly 6 hexes per turn. I'm not sure. But that's certainly not 16 hexes away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not sure. Pardon me. Well, anyway, and it's okay. We have it set to remain on station. So we're going to keep it in surface combat mode still, and then we'll flip it to bombard probably tomorrow when we look at the game turn. So I don't know how worried I am about this, but I would like to get this offloaded. I'm not sure, I'm not remembering anyway, why all of this, why this group is it because I upgraded or reinforced before it was too soon? I don't know. But it's kind of a little bit frustrating that I don't. Um, hmm. um, let's go to Pearl Harbor. We will. Actually, no. And I'll tell you why. Because I am bringing in reinforcements, and these are going to be kind of like air cover for our transports coming in. Not these, but this. Heading straight for Midway. All right. So he should be expecting us to reload and come back, but I'll try to do this path, and maybe we can get away without taking too much too much sub damage. And then this, okay, so this I wanted to hook up, join TF-23, because I really am not I'm not very content with this group coming in with 0 ASW. What if he's got something patrolling here or even in the hex itself? So we're gonna watch out for that. In fact, just for the heck of it, let's ASW patrol. We'll put these 5 or half, I mean, which would be 8, flying ASW patrol out 7 hexes. Well, ASW does not go as far, so it's going to be more like 3.5. Pardon me. And I kind of want to do this. Oops. So is that too wide? Nope, it's not too wide. So they're going to fly this arc here and look for subs within this area. Kind of want to do 60 to 120. And that'll really tighten up the search. Now, that's not very far, but if there are any subs out here like in this area looking for us, they'll find them. So that's fine because I'm coming straight in. I think looking straight out is perfectly fine. All right, that's enough of that. He is closing here, but we are also, our carrier groups here and here are heading down to Tarawa. We probably won't do a raid. There's nothing there. I may just beeline to beat this guy up a bit. Whatever ships he's got here, I wanna get a shot at. So yeah, we'll keep it there. Whoops, I actually turned it off. All right. So the goal is we're still looking for, you know what? I'm not really fond of that move. I kind of almost want to go north of Baker. I'm hoping his search aircraft, if he has any at Baker, are looking over here. Now, if he's flying a big circle pattern, he'll catch us. But really, I'm trying to stay out of search from the Marshalls. The Gilberts, I don't know what he has. He may have search planes out of Tarawa, any of these dot bases. But to get down here without him knowing, so that maybe we can get in, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, who cares? We're the bigger. We're bigger. You have to watch out for us. We'll do this for now because chances are we won't get past somewhere in here anyway, and then we'll reevaluate. But for now, because he has long range aircraft, I would like to go here and say, okay. So I think, what am I looking at here? Wrong. This is what I want to look at. So I think I'm going to do 15 and 20,000 feet. Okay, what is this? All right, so we've got no. I just only did that, so. Now they still don't have carrier training. I don't know what this is going to do, but all hands on deck is what I'm saying. Um, so I kind of think that I want to do this, and then escort, and oh, I see. Yeah, these can be at 20. These can be at 15, I think. No, we'll keep these at 20. And these at 15. And these at 10. So the goal is to have 5, 10, 15, 20. So if bombers come in low, hopefully the cap at the low levels will, target them, at least until some of our higher fighters will fly down. Now, how is this even possible? 45 pilots? Is that a glitch? I'm not even sure what's going on there. That's crazy. 18. I mean, how did that even happen? um, okay. Wow, look at how many guys I have above 80x experience. All right. Anyway, so I didn't even make a change here, but the goal is, or the hope is, if he's coming back up, we'll somehow know, and if he's going down, we'll somehow know, and with our carriers in this area, we'll just keep sliding our way down and trap him because he won't have anywhere to run, and we can sink a few transports. That's my hope. And and then if he loads up his troops and brings them back or brings them forward, either way, hopefully we catch him with some troops on the ships. KB, and this is moving northwest, so I'm not sure what this is. I'm still not sure what he's doing here. The only thing I can think of, pardon me, we did fly recon here, but it's like we're not getting any detection level. It's kind of frustrating. But his he still has his carriers here, but I don't know if they're going to move on. Surely he sees. Oh, he still doesn't see our subs here. um, Okay, the grayback is low on torpedoes, but I guess that's because it started out low with the mines, and the greenling is fine. Okay, and we do have patrols that are covering here. I've got a sub doing this thing, hoping that if he has ships going this way or this way, maybe we can catch him. I don't know where he's gonna go. Hopefully somebody gets something into one of these things. I didn't want to patrol in here. I've had experience sinking or at least taking heavy damage to myself with my own mines. So I didn't want to, but I've got subs sitting here when he's leaving. Hopefully they find something. We still haven't been spotted here. We're going to be content sitting here until KB moves on. Just not sure if he's searching in this direction Surely he has long enough range to spot whatever we got here. See, look at that PT boat. Detection 2 of 3. If we were here, he would know it, and I wouldn't like that because, well, I could potentially lose something. Now these guys have been spotted, but surely, apparently he doesn't want to bomb them because of our fighter cover. But I do have an idea that I want to try today. Okay, so let's load resources and head to Sydney. And we will exit here, waypoint 2, go down to here, and then waypoint 3, go here, and then return the same route. Okay. Keep those resources flowing. All right. Okay, so here's what I want to try, and I want to try it at 2 different airfields at the same time. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do a sweep. I've never done this, but I was reading a little bit about it. I'm going to do a very low 100, and we're going to see if we can shoot some aircraft down while they're on the airfield, if he even has any. I don't know the detection level here, so I don't. Does it not show when we detect? And I think it does. So I can only think that we just don't have any information about the base. So I'd like to do a really low sweep and see what we can do about that. And I'm going to do the same thing with these guys, because if he for some reason has any aircraft there at the base that aren't flying, then we might be able to shoot them down in the on the runway, strafe them, right? That's the hope. This base force arrived, or should have, so we now have 29 aviation support, which means I can bring, let's see, well, I could bring these albacores, and that would be an excellent idea, possibly. But likewise, I could bring these P-39s, and I think I'm going to do that. So let's stand down, and we'll give them a turn for the aircraft and the pilots to chill out. Then we'll put, sorry. Then we'll put drop tanks and bring them into cans, and from there we can do more sweeps, low level sweeps. These Kitty Hawks, I apologize, are just trying to, for now, well, they're not doing anything, so we're just going to go ahead and cap it. 15K should be enough. The idea here is to avoid a potential, well, okay. The pilots are okay. So, I don't know. I'm taking a long time looking at this, but he's not going to bomb. I'm doing this for the defensiveness. He's not going to bomb because this base is level 1. He's not going to bomb from there to here. Not right now. So, let's keep moving on. The Dutch Air force. He's caught on now. He's gonna lower his cap, maybe. Anyways, now he's taken this base. He's just gonna bring in even more aircraft, and he's really gonna push up this road. Look at this. Okay, take a look. What do you see? Zero damage. Am I reading that correctly? Do I not know what I'm looking at? So all that destruction that we absorbed, I mean, all that, you know, all those elements that we had holding the base, none of them damaged the base as they before they surrendered. That's very. I have seen other people's games, and the bases when they lost them, the enemy had a bunch of damage when they had, as they surrendered or retreated or whatever. We're doing nothing to any of these bases. These bases are fully intact. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is an anomaly, a bad game, bad dice rolls, or just really bad luck, or what. But, or, because I'm playing the Allies. But yeah. Okay. Sabang. So it looks like we can get rid of these aircraft as well. And get them also to Siberut. Siberut. That's what it is. I forget it has Dutch roots. So Siberut. Okay, something like that, I believe. Okay, also I want to do the same thing here. See these these trops? I'm gonna do, okay, so far we've had terrible, okay, let's leave this up. Also, what's the deal with the extended radius? Okay, we flew long range cap here, and this. Okay, so I want to try something. These guys have low fatigue. I'm going to do something that I'm going to do the same thing we're doing at Cooktown. We're going to do, at Kumak. We're going to do a low level sweep and see if we can tear up some aircraft on the runway. I just wish these aircraft carried bombs. Okay, but what else can we use? Well, these guys do carry bombs, I believe. Or I thought they did. Okay. Do these? Nope. Okay, so P-40Bs will have to do. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're regrouping here. We're getting some parts back. And I did tell it to allow upgrades because I wanted to get some Bren. Might as well get these Bren AAMGs. But let's take a look at why, if we really care about that. Whoops, wrong button. I think it would be here. And we're going to look for Bren versus Lewis. Okay, Bren is 14 versus 14, 2100 versus 2100, 6 versus 6. So I don't see the need to upgrade. And if that's the only thing we're upgrading, forget it. Okay? But now that we came here, 6 air-to-air losses, 0. And this was all bombers, most likely over. Okay, maybe we lost some B-17s. I hope not, because those nates shouldn't be knocking B-17s out of the air. We did lose one destroyed on the field. That, as well as these 4, might be aircraft lost at Surabaya. He lost 4 aircraft. We lost 11. So another bad day for the Allies. Yeah. So we lost the 4 demons and the 1 buffalo. Let's see. This B339-23. These 5 were lost at Surabaya. This Dutch bomber, we lost 3 of them in air-to-air combat over Java. He lost 2 zeros in. Okay. Apparently, we lost 2. Okay. Let me just think about this for a second. He lost 2 zeros and a Babs for ops. And I don't know where the zeros were lost, but possibly somewhere over the South Pacific. We can only hope that they're carrier zeros. The Nels, he lost 1 to flak, and we lost a Buffalo to air. So all told, we're the only ones that lost airplanes air to air. And I don't want to speak like this because I really do want the numbers to make. I want the numbers to make sense regardless of what's going to be lost. In other words, I want a good trade if I'm going to lose aircraft. In this case, I had a terrible trade, but the only thing I can think positive about is all these aircraft that were lost were Dutch, which means that we and if we lost any pilots or whatever, they're not going to have long-term consequences in 43, 44. Now they will in the sense that if they have better trades, then the Japanese have less aircraft to fight us with. Let's look at pilots. We only lost 2 missing in action. Wounded, hopefully, means we'll get them back. By the way, I wanted to point this out. We have a 4-kill pilot that was killed. I wasn't paying attention to when. Another 3-kill one that was lost. And some smaller numbers. But so far, the vast majority of our heavy hitters are still flying. Let's take a look at ship sunk if we can. There is no way. This is absurd. Now this, I believe, the Yugao getting blown up by a mine, and I firmly believe we sank this ship as well. And it looks like Mark 14 torpedo. So the very thing I was complaining about. Then this was sunk by a Mark 10 mine. There is absolutely no way this sank from 1 torpedo. So I will not believe that for a second. I think anyway. I think that covers what I was wanting to look at specifically here. Okay. So far, so good. Again, we're going to do a low sweep, see if we can shoot some of these things down while on the ground. And you know what? These guys have to leave very soon. So and he's not attacking us. I'm going to do that with this too. We're just going to hit it all really low and see if we can strafe some aircraft on the ground. Okay. All right. So that'll be an interesting attack. Now, these bombers are doing nothing. They had a purpose, but now their purpose is over. So let's just stand down for a minute until we figure out what we're going to do. And in the meantime, just rest and chill out, okay? And I think that's it. China is just is China. Um, I'm trying to get these aircraft out of here. I kept the fighters here, but I moved the bombers back to Chungking because we just don't need them here anymore. We could do the same thing with these SB3s, but there's only three of them total. So I'm not too stressed about them. Um, yeah, we need to get the supplies level up. And this just isn't taking any drawing the supplies that I was hoping. So I'm gonna make this jump up. Oof. I don't, okay. For now, I'm just gonna do 20,000. Um, and then we'll upgrade our fighters, and then I'll drop it back down. Uh, so let's see. All right. This is next going to be P40Ns, but we have to wait more than a year for that. That's okay. These are a lot better than the I-16s they replaced. Um, Now the service rating is terrible, so we're probably gonna have them out of action a lot, but that's okay. It's still better once when they are flying and doing something. Now I could fill this out, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get this to I'll just leave it. Look, we have more time. We'll see if we'll see if Yan'an can draw some more supply from Xi'an another turn. And in the meantime, I can fill this out. And the cool thing about filling this out is we will have 12 fighters. We can position them wherever we want. Here in Changsha, down here Kuilin. We could bring them even, let's say, for example, down here. We could put them in Xi'an. Um, you know, we got options. All right, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here. It looks like there's not much still going on, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes that might surprise us. Cebu, I'm surprised he hasn't invaded yet. Um, Surabaya falling means, you know, it's only a matter of time now before Java falls. Now, the only thing, we have a few more troops at Batavia than we had at Surabaya, and we have way less troops at Bandung. Okay. Now, the one thing we have going for us here is it's times 3 terrain. So this 238 is going to be basically 700. But still, that'll be just like anywhere else where it's just a matter of time. And this is going to be level 4 fortifications, just like Surabaya, but it'll have the urban terrain. So that'll be harder to take. And this should be harder to take too. So we're, it is what it is. Eventually, we're going to lose them both. All right. But, the goal there is to last long enough. Is it possible we could last till June? I just don't know. Now that he has, sizable air and he's going to have even more, I think, and he can focus up here now instead of because he's already beat that up. It's going to be a matter of time now, which tells me I may just start disbanding the. Well, what I might do is switch them to night attack. That's what I'll do. I'll night attack these airfields, like particularly Limijang. Okay, I don't think I can afford to bring any more troops to Bandung either. I mean, technically, I could empty this one out, but this being 154 assault value, well, 151, 154, I don't know. Oh, it said 154, I thought. Uh, with fortifications level 3, it's not going to be a cakewalk, and it's jungle. It's not just clear. So that anyway, this will require a division to take at least. So if I empty it, then he won't. It won't take as long to take, and it still might not. uh, yeah. Now I could say, all right, we don't need both of these here, right? Do we? I guess we do, because the aviation support. Yeah. All right, we'll just keep them there. And besides, again, how long is this going to last? Not very. All right. Uh, okay. I think I'm done talking about all this stuff. The May 3 turn. Well, the May 3 after action on May 3. Still trying to get in here. Let's see. So this is going to be good. We can turn that off. We can get the Mobile City import. Then we can take this ship and say ASW, I thought. Wait, what? Oh, I know why it's an ASW. So let's dock. Okay. Yes, that AKE was what I needed. Nice. Now we can do ASW, and Townsville can be our home base. We can meet this. Well, yeah, why not? Let's merge. And we'll have these two boats will be patrolling here, and they're both the same speed, so that'll be fine. We have a little bit of assets here, and okay, great. This is going to be great. So I have to remember AKEs, AGs are good for certain things, ADs, but AKEs are going to be key for some of these ports. All right. Speaking of, we've got a lot of assets here. And I'm okay with these being here, but look at this. We've got 4 ships just sitting here repairing. Um, and I don't know what we're going to do with that. I don't have any repair ship. I actually do have a repair ship. Never mind. But it's not enough to get these bigger ships repaired to the major damage repaired. I mean, this could be fully repaired by a repair ship because I guess it's smaller than 10,000. Well, that can't, and this can. But anyway, I think my goal is possibly all 4 of these ships to maybe tomorrow I can put them all to readiness level. Well, how much would they? I mean, yeah. It's not like um, hmm, yeah, it won't make a big difference doing it one day later. Let's just put everything to readiness. Then what we'll do is we'll slowly um, get them back to base. Sydney, some or Melbourne, and get them. Melbourne might not be a bad idea. Let's see. The repair shipyard is only 10,000, so we will have to get some of them to Sydney, the bigger ones. All right, guys. I mean, Savai is fully unloaded. They're just getting rid of their cargo or the supplies. But the 7th Marine is fully intact here. We've got some troops coming in the form of Seabees, I believe. So that'll be very nice. Mm, and we've got Saratoga is escorting this division and a third to Sydney, so that's also nice. Yeah, these are just heading back to LA. Anyway, so that's that. I'll go around the map and figure out the rest of what I'm doing. If anything stands out, I'll let you know next turn, and I'll try to keep you I'll, try to keep you informed to what's what, because you know, anybody have any brilliant ideas or questions or concerns can direct me in the right way, so we can get this back on track. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. We'll be back next time for the turn resolution of May 4. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care, and see you next time.